Hello YouTube, MasterofRoflness here, going to show you a game of Shogun Total War 2 I had today. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading recently. I've been in Virginia and vacation, and then my frap stopped working, and then all this other shit happened, and I had to get a ton more software and a ton more of this, and I had to, well, as you can see, delete all my replays, so everything got corrupted, but finally I'm able to show you at least one game I had. Hopefully the replay doesn't go sour or something. Sometimes I notice that while I'm showing up my games, some things happen that don't really happen. Like, I'll explain it like this. While I was looking at some of the replays that did happen beforehand, sometimes I noticed that my units route when they never routed in battle, and sometimes units that I had in the game for some reason disappear mysteriously, and I looked at the forums and I found out that for some reason the Shogun 2 replays are very like corrupted or something. Like, they don't really show everything that's on the screen, and I have no idea what's going on. I heard they were coming out with a new patch to fix this, or maybe in the new expansion pack for Fall of the Samurai, which I am getting, they're going to address this, but it was just very confusing to me because I saw that one time my general would route, the other time it wouldn't, and it was just confusing because I have no idea how that would happen. But replays always get messed up in this game, I guess. Anyway, this is on the map Aki. The main objective of this map is to secure the shrine in the middle to get the morale boost, while at the same time capture the two hills that are between it, because those, if you capture those hills, you can run down those hills really easily and get the combat bonus when your enemy's down on at the bottom of the hill. So I'm going to pause the game to show you my units. I have 2 Naginata attendants who have no upgrades whatsoever, 3 warrior nuns, one of them has 1 upgrade. I have 2 bow warrior monks, Batman and Robin. They have about like 8 upgrades, 9 upgrades. No, they both have 8. Yep, 8. I have 2 katana samurai, each has 8 upgrades, and 1 Naginata warrior monk with 8 upgrades. I also have a Yari Ashigaru with 9 upgrades actually. And I have 2 mounted Naginata, each with 1 upgrade, and 1 Firecraft with 9 upgrades. So my army is smaller than his, but I have more upgrades. So quality over quantity. Well, we're going to go to my opponent. My opponent has 1, 2, 3 Yari with 7 upgrades each. So they're going to be very good at charge, while at the same time, his force is larger but has no upgrades, well, almost none. He has 5 units of Yari Ashigaru with no upgrades whatsoever, 5 units of Katana Samurai with no upgrades whatsoever, 1 Yari Ashigaru with 7 upgrades, 1 Matchlock Ashigaru with 3 upgrades, 1 Matchlock Warrior Monks with 2 upgrades, and 1 Bow Hero with 1 upgrade. So over here, as I pointed out before, I'm trying to capture the hill while I notice that his cavalry has already reached the hill. And because I don't want to get attacked by that charge bonus, I'm going to stay at the bottom while my Naginata attendants are going to climb up. So he's going to secure the hill and capture it faster than me, while at the same time I'm going to move in my army to try and capture the shrine. I wanted to try and catch them by surprise, but then they got into the forest. And the thing about Shogun is that once you're in a forest, whether you're cav or infantry or even siege weapon, if you're in the forest and someone is charging at you, their charge is diminished greatly if they're cav. If they're not cav, it doesn't really matter, but if they are cav, then the charge is weakened, and by like 5% or 10%. So if I charged at his cavalry with my cav, they wouldn't have gotten the charge they needed to kill them. So over here, my Naginata attendants are going to run forward, but I have no idea why, but they stopped and decided to chant or something. Do like a little team spirit. Go Walrus. Go Walrus. Oh yeah, I also changed up my colors for my guys. They now resemble my general, who I call my Walrus. Here he is right over here, Mr. Walrus himself. Now, over here, my Naginata attendants are going to climb forward up the hill, while at the same time my horses are going to stay at the bottom to try and see if we can get something out of them. And over here, a massive charge on my horses is about to happen. I'm going to charge forward with my mounted Naginata to try and attack his calf. I'm going to lose a lot of mounted Naginata, while at the same time my Naginata units are going to turn around and go and attack the giant clump of units that he that he's put together for me. So as the Naginatas are charging in here, I'm charging in my fire cav to surround his cavalry. And with the Naginata's charge and my fire cav chasing them down, I was able to do a good amount of damage to his cavalry. I'm continuing to charge and attack his cavalry over here, while at the same time my Naginata attendants are following as well. He's trying to run away right now, while at the same time I'm chasing him down. So it's only a matter of time as the spears I do have, the Naginata attendants are able to have about like 15 extra damage against his cavalry, so it's going to prove decisive. Right over here, he does decide to charge through the forest, but because I'm already in the forest, I'm going to get a minimized impact of it. But still, it is quite deadly, his charge. He charges forward all of his cav and then his other cav unit over here. But both of his Yari cavs have done a tremendous damage to my cavalry, and at the same time my Naginata attendant. But in prolonged combat, Yari cav are extremely useless, so they will be able to die easily with my spears and my cavalry already in there, especially because these Naginata attendants, even without upgrades, are able to kill these horses really easily, and my fire cav is just too highly upgraded to lose against these Yari calves. So we're just going to clean this up. Both of these units are going to begin to rout, and my two Naginata units have done a great job at routing these guys. You're going to kill a huge number of them, and then they're going to run away like pussies. So over here, while that happened, my bow warrior monks have been focusing down his bow hero to try and destroy his capacity for ranged combat, and so far they're doing an amazing job at that. Able to get a ton of his guys, kill them from, well, I got them down from 30 to 8. His general has been able to shoot me all this time, but right now I'm just focused on taking out this bow hero as quick as possible. I've also been attacking his other lines, including his Matchlock Ashigaru, as I don't want these Matchlock Ashigaru to annoy me later on. He then sends forward his Yari Ashigaru to try and attack my bow warrior monks, while at the same time my Naginata attendants are going to attack his one Yari Ashigaru unit over here. So then at that time, I then charge forward my Katana Samurai as quick as possible to try and kill his Yari Ashigaru. And here we go, the impact, the Katana Samurai are going to do tremendous damage against his unupgraded Yari Ashigaru. While at the same time, I'm charging forward my Warrior Nuns to try and do extra damage. Warrior Nuns do a ton of damage versus like anything. They have tons and tons of melee attack. In fact, 24 versus my Katana Samurai with 15. Over here, I do rout his Matchlock Samurai, and he's charging forward all of his guys. I'm moving forward all my guys as well. My Naginata attendants are like stopping this Yari Ashigaru greatly. They're actually beginning to rout it. And over here, I don't charge forward any of my guys, so they're gonna get a huge charge attack on them. Some of my guys do charge, but right now this has become a case of numbers. So my guys are demolishing his guys, but he just has way too many. The charge bonus she also inflicted has attacked some of my guys as well and done a great amount of damage. Right now I have begun stand and defend, and I'm gonna be attacking this bow warrior, this warrior monk unit. But at this point of time, I don't notice that my general is being fired upon by his warrior monk unit. So, his Matchlock Warrior Monk unit, so my general goes down from 30 to 1 very easily. However, I'm still fighting in the battle. My Naginata attendants have also begun surrounding his guys. Actually, no, they actually die. Sorry, I mistook my Warrior Nuns for my Naginata attendants. But I have been able to summon a rally before they were able to rout. And my guys, even though there's so many of his guys, were able to charge forward and destroy his guys on the left flank. My right flank did collapse, however, with a lot of his guys still able to fight on and continue the battle. My bow warrior monks are still firing their arrows, but it's only a matter of time before I'm slowly going to die out. There's just a huge battle in the middle. His general is actually being attacked at the same time, so I'm going for the general. I want to rout this general. The general is routing, and it's slowly, and there we go. He left the battle because of the fact that I was routing his general, and he leaves the battle and I win. I guess what happened was that once he did think that he was gonna lose because his general died, then he just decided that, oh, this is too far. We're never gonna win. Blah blah blah. All that stuff. And honestly, I do not even realize that my general died during that battle. And when I did, I just decided, too late. We're just gonna have to fight it out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The one of the ways he could have won was to keep his cav alive. Cav is very crucial. He could have gotten a flank on me, but both of us didn't have cavalry at that time, so we were both evenly matched. If he had gotten more upgrades for his guys, he could have also won at the same time. I mean, my guys were just more upgraded than his, so when they came in, they were like, bam. Anyways, I'm gonna be uploading daily. If not, I'm gonna be uploading twice a week, and I will see you guys